Ghanaian living abroad? Are you having problems running errands in Ghana? Then sign up Soma4 app for your assistant services, confirmation services, personal rep services, and errand services. You can also reach us on www.soma4.com or follow our social media handles on @Soma4. You can also reach us on WhatsApp via +233 59 720 2402.
For more about SBTV Africa, so nim say about the social issues, entertainment, sports are SBTV Africa. So SBTV Sports, SBTV Africa Foundation. Your family DJ Nyamis, I feel we near boy channel no sir. The more akwaba official pa. They be a member official pa sa and son new January na twem. Na me jai nti official pa enkomo obia. Na nem wa brante ba kwa me ne ba be din komo heavy pa. Heavy guy. Me ne ba be din komo mo a am bisa questions about about army, about US recruiting, about department, about then online application, and I bet me a failure Ghana, and I bet me a submit more. Nina be Yababe Dinkomo. Until we there, say, oh, person call Yankee now call army, any money, then questions to be ano. Maybe Sanoa, a heavy guy. Anyway, before my shout here, no, 25th of February, actually be Basopa, Valentine Week special, Dominion Center. Cost of London. Tomorrow, London for a year. Action Basso Aquabua, Mr. Drew, Amapino, any other artists, or mobile passing through, or mobile show, or mobile entertainment, or Donium Pa, because 25th of February, Dominion Center. Book tickets at www.shoops.com, shoops.com, no place order now. Your ticket cool, no one thing. Save date in the tour, 25th of February, Valentine Week special. Young go straight. Boss, we more about SBTV Africa, so bako there. Nine so I miss me we pa. Na wangasa no omunimu ni mu da omunimu so no. Wangasa fa his royal day.
Freshness.
Wow, fresh guy. It's royal freshness. And I mean Paul, I was studio. I say, Paul, Afishapa.
Afi enko beto ya. Afisa said it in Kwem. Afisa na SBTV I can see.
Amen.
Afisa said that one kasa wa share no abwa so as a soche a emunimuni.
Fantastic, fantastic. Why are there? Now the are there pa uta Ghana.
That's it.
Michelle, Michelle, how many years? 5 years, maybe 6 years. What about Ghana? How many times? Every year, yeah.
At least Mambakra one, but twice a year. At least Mambakra one. So August to be by.
Wow.
So be by not as now you can be beside it.
Michelle, we will say be some program be. And last year.
Last year. And okay, actually, last year January.
Nice. And now by Ghana to say. So to about to the members of December you want to
Ghana ending. Ghana ending. First no. Nanka oba na one boys pie crampo na. Omo ma won top bia. So I was also not better be so crampo now to say everything was very considerate, right? But they said no. Boys are now doing pia no they get their own stuff, right? No pia don't do pia expectation is high on the side. It's on I'm a bogus be so by no I'm at them.
Dollar never from say. And say how mo?
Because maybe tall. Maybe do you no. The flowing the dollar the drop here. It's me here that grants sir. Enti
expectation na mo dey ba no. Who say baby nkofo bebre anya omo dey especially omo ba because
people think say the expectation was to be on a high rise in the sense to say meba dollar no be cost dollar no be was to the many advantage Mrs. me nania bebre. That shouldn't be the case. The case was $80 no so ma me no store na me koto ade wodo no yenti ade no so ye
any problem
it's
no
impacting your higher what I say o say inflation issue near ka wo ham se sia no into the end of the day ka $80 na ya ti ade no so ka nyina ye pede sa ke pede sa ke ba dollar is to cedi ade no no say mixta $1 na me so be to ade no crapo na beti man na nya more so crapo na because it's ade no bo but this is the case whereby now dollar no more skemish to me. But we say any economy into the wine then
any economy into and then me say me no ba be hwe me say we obi ana back in US me ni wedding come up ache I think say ache SBTV
ache you come na di better be 4 times so 2 pound Ghana
ache
you didn't come to Ghana and 2
online
yeah one online now how say what
yeah hwe obi ana wo minimum you say is our retirement.
My retire.
We a young guy. You'll be maybe say I don't buy out to me retire.
So what happened is in the military, there were different types of retirement, right? Your whereby now, we have yearly forums, then you retire, which is or your officer after 10 years, which may retire, or your enlisted after 20 years, which may retire, and your medical retirement, whereby say through injury, years going through now, and maybe you cannot. What feels like maybe I may do no, I'm not fit enough to go. Then the military will assess you. They will say no, baby, our situation I'll go through. No, you're not fit enough to continue now. You sure yes, now can I to be compressed so I'm retired. That's what I went through. I went through that medical retirement. After 15 years, I just push the button to come off and also do what I'm supposed to do.
Wow.
And also I wanted to. It was a good timing for me. Because since I started my PhD, it allows me, that kind of, aquinyano, and the time to actually focus on education. And then it's in the school because that is depending on make it way. And I say what question will be not anything come on. Now we try and I say no can we boo afaso now we boo afaso. And so by now kawunya nim de kakra we be anka ade to whatever you can do to just make you stand out. Joining the military na boa. Opa. Oh then the benefits men we nyanya wo. We ya mamia atomra. Ahwefo me fa akonya so achia etiefo ne ahwefo nyina SBTV including staff and workers na. DJ Nyami. Say Nyami fa samba. Has some because so my confused because you are you nim your which they be do crapple each the air the campus here assasses and sometimes they to because Nyami for some so be wa but wouldn't so be any part of the na or some of the horn no there's a whole different vibe and life one man at the CBB but anyways see yam na so na se yako na say true say your konye bitima saba bi ma see a bar military na no dey best joining wow stake ya na yan sha se ntem no this time around you be sha se ntem maybe at the age of 17, 18, you be share center. Then we can go ahead and proceed from that angle.
I didn't now say guys all share center
because they make us say come share center ma anka 15 years sorry no come 20 years. What did I make us say no? Come do 20 years one pepe whereby you can still have your full retirement even though it's a full retirement with pay and benefits no. I could have still earned that as well.
It will show mo sika na kese.
Yes.
Say yes. Already 20 years we will call retirement, no be 15 years, we be 30 years. Difference.
You can make about 50 to 65% of your base pay. And send an extra we have friends say VA pay no so the but when you full retirement now that's all retire under less of 30% now or 40% with the Air Force now. Then the VA rates you. So VA rate you that's why you're higher now. The VA all pay VA veterans at first. It's almost no measures since all your veteran no one problem anyway ha touch him it's because of honey I touch him say na buy bet you almost maybe the rest of your life. Wow. It's only 100% no that's what busia and the information you can hide it, it's online obi akodo ko Google e pay your rank and also or marital status any dependents I want to know how much must be the rest of your life so
the department by some military no we now
so armed forces, right? So the armed forces in the United States comes with 4 major components with an extra one, make it 5. Say you 6. Into a chassis. You should the chronological set how the military started. A chassis from the army.
PhD new or Catherine is name heavy uncle.
A chassis also be a lover for language. Maybe I make use of them. So a chassis army. Into army by whilst it was going and a Berkeley Air Force, it's an army in the Berkeley Air Force, okay, whilst the Navy was also in assistance, right, and the Navy also a Berkeley Marines, the evolving of Marines so a whole different conversation how the Marines came out of the Navy. Marines the a whole component of themselves. It's Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, okay. Then your Coast Guard. So Coast Guard almost also falling under another umbrella of the the Navy. That's the Coast Guard within United States jurisdiction. The Navy can go international shores based on the whether joint forces, allies, or treaties now you will be no. They can go beyond. But Coast Guard only operates within the states. So those are the main 5. And Sana Air Force is also a war Space Force. So Air Force was Space Force. At that time I was a recruiter, still in the Air Force. Until me not Air Force. Until that me papa no Ghana Army wa ham say. Me older brother no British Army. And then me had the brothers no Navy. And I me call Air Force. Into the a little bit of all the components.
Oh.
Into the 5 right now major components with an extra one, which is the Coast Guard.
Yenhwe recruiter sa field na wo no yes mo de obi na adwe so person join no kpakpakpa na matwena hye menye ni bi na we so obi person join ni abia maba na mbese o mi na ma bia me o citizen me o card ni ade mbese me join a o mi hu wa na watweme akohye menye wodwuma no.
Yes, it's never easy. And it's never that true. Me for instance, right? Me started some people join the military, you turning me down twice.
Reason then.
No reason, and that is the hardest part over there. As I said, Wako Club, we were Ghana near bounce. Was a boss that didn't bounce me. Was mean to be in country. Say what I say on Pabua. But maybe then what happened? And they say I walked into the recruiter's office, and that was the first recruiting office. Me remember, Ghana shame him so I can't use the dish mommy. So me na mentiasi again. I will tell you why I think was the reason back then.
To that time no ya na ye country na unim.
No one country to be very recruiter me who say. And you see it in a German, I brought here, sir. And I may call another office or Hamilton. They call Hamilton, baby, I'm Mrs. here. And Hamilton recruiter and also catch me say, call Fairfield office, and I say, I was you, Mr. Vinicius Mount. They were friends. That was within a period of 6 months, right? And me train. It was like, I had mentors, my best friend, Sammy Boatin, or a master sergeant, Air Force, and I'm the other very good friend, also Nanahine. On also a Air Force, one a drill sergeant's crowd, one Magana Association, and I mean, no Makasai, and it was like, you know what, how never a CE cordon, try another city. So I drove from the Fairfield municipality, and I be called another city just to go try my luck. We do on my recruiter the show anymore, see our appointment, we were booking the whole day. Into the same member, I'm saying, what's my off? Into the other person, I come to a crowd, and I me train, not in the crowd, no problem. So 4 appointments. Now each appointment takes about 2 hours. I sat down quietly. Come to me, pa. I was saying, "Could no be okay?" Or call lunch. Or catch me. Or call lunch. Me train wabonte. Or maybe PA no lock your office no. And or call it. Or feel lunch by now because to office no more train no. That's how dedicated.
No, when you are going, you brace on up as all journey.
That's all I knew. Me growing up, right? Me career school Ganas. Okay. Growing up, me call Ganas. No cadet in the order. Me need 3 guys. Kujono na Loxy, Anna Sadik, Anna Abubakar, Tababoy, Barry McKay. Year 5, and the trans in the plan is that we have to bring cadet to the school. Because until we were able to establish cadet in Kofodia Ganas, and the cadet in Kofodia Ganas is one of the best cadets that you can ever have in the whole Eastern region. But you call school those days, next Satek, and then running all the cadets in the entire way from the Kofodia zone, and I wait for Sokam, Pujos. Those were the 2 main guys that were guarding stadiums. But we were able to bring Ghanaians at par with them into the military. Is all I knew. That's all I wanted to do. Me college will come and say Ghana and come join the military. In time because I said, "We will come back to crap," but that's a baby saw. My goal is to still join the military.
So, man,
yes, I don't know. Call lunch by. Call lunch by. No, so wow, you're very dedicated. I'm saying, I'm determined. I really want to do this. It's so much more opportunity that. Yeah, times you ever cannot wait. My friend say, waiting list never. What to be far now 6 months out if you. When young coy, maybe a 1 year cry. Now 1 year in a swan, the friend may be delayed enlistment program. 1 year in a Sudan, a 1 young realm. You have to go back through maps. Maps, a military entrance processing station. You have to go back through the maps and go back and do the physicals again. The way I saw that when you have a shower depot down, your friends at 37 near your medicals and physicals, and you have to go back and do all the process again. Into a balance, I don't know. And one take entrance exams. Also, you did very well. Into the main ASVAB, ASVAB, armed services, vocational aptitude battery test. And I'm going to take ASVAB test. That day, I'm going to take the next day, I'm going to take and I'm pass it. I said, now what's I could try 2 different recruiters. Yeah, I'm now. Or share system, Now back when I'm recording, why Jimmy details the matter, I did to back burner list. So the back burner list, and then they say, we're meeting the quota. It's a Busomi. Also offer the part 4. When you're for Navy, into what to be year projected 3-4 months ahead. Into who's all going to say, brother, the next 6 months. It's be called Nadam for no no. Madam for the board me didn't share system no who say, oh, my con Nadam for no fair no. That means we're meeting the quota. So at the end of the day, no. Nadam for no has locked me in the system to you sue me in the next 4 or 5 months. And I didn't have time to wait for that next 4 because me drop out of college just to focus on the because tell me I make say me no now the school year excuses to be shit high school. My second year in college, we should high school and I fully determined say I would do this.
Wow.
Yes, it's even though it took me a year and a half to really get in and to join on, it was worth it. And I still never regret it. So I got through my new recruiter and share it on. Me free recruit, we go do recruit in the office 8 o'clock and upper. Me free recruit in the office now about 8 p.m. And that recruiter, Sergeant Locus Danny Ortega, me really did that. When I became a recruiter, he was the first person that I messaged. He said, because of the opportunity that you gave me, in there, Mr. Minya Kunya said, "Make me more affordable opportunity for them to also serve the world greatest air force." You hear the word greatest air force, but you never hear the world greatest army. You never hear the world greatest marines because there's only one greatest air force.
Let me apply online. Say me Ghana. Let me apply by joining army. So
every branch be one requirement. And I quite remember so when I was a recruiter, right? Because I just retired like January in this year, 31st, this month, 31st 1 year. So open so joining Air Force, so you have to be 17 years with a supervision. That's all my man Papa Sebi ever signed. And on top of that, I don't know, you have to be a minimum 10 years green card holder, or you have to be a citizen. You have to have a high school diploma, and that's a GED. Once a GED now quite say when we school, you don't go on deck. You have to not have any criminal offense within the 3 years. Your categories of criminal offenses. It is hopefully within some cat 2, cat 3, not just say cat 1, 2, and 3. The head and so bit me rim. 4 and 5, and get to be more be a friend waiver. Not your more rim. Your more waiver now, that means you at the needs of the Air Force. It is the Air Force, the person you're mechanic now. That's what you're gonna be. Because who the waiver and buy, that means you do not qualify to join. But because it say, Yama waiver now, I sign waiver and they say, okay, what I just to say, me qualify, but due to ABC, no, you better no. That means you're a mechanic, and according to security police, which is security forces, military police, that's what you're ready to do. Into the no. On top of that, you have to make sure, so finances, are you okay? To say, if we are below the age of 21, you have your credit check also. But you're over the age of 21, we have to run a credit check on you. You're chill peripheral, and I say be a weed, and I say be a substances be a we take care, you're chill pain. Now, what kind of drug tests are fairly paying? So then we have to do a drug waiver for you. So morals and legal issues don't go on, man. We have to do a moral waiver for you. So finances near over DTI of 40%, we have to do a financial waiver for you. And sign a dependency waiver. No? If you have a child, now we have to do a dependency waiver for you. You have to sign a letter saying, say, oh, when the best share, who have the custody of Obado. So what worry so now so war man more than 3 kids we have to do a waiver for you.
Yeah, sure, I want the green card, they really lottery.
First year no. Now the green card 6 months 2 years can bejo. They do baby so baby. Say an influx of recruitment. Say nipa bebrebe ma. I say pipe don't know. Near 2. Say nipa no you hear more people near BM. See a BM na ye ma leniency ni higher, then the waivers become more. But when nipa do also now say I'm more for the total force. Now say total force, distribution force is very low now. Near the minimum. It's idea many time no so what about you need waiver amount. There was nothing like dependency waiver. What about you're disqualified? Why a tattoo? That's a tattoo no over your wrist when I'm born now. We are disqualified. But there's a bit more tattoo. That's a tattoo no go over now. They can give them a tattoo waiver. What's in America? So eligibility varies, and that is the reason why you have to check. Now, if Woody over criminal with a tourist visa, won't even join the service. So back in the days, after 9/11, they needed people to serve. That information came out, and people were applying from all walks of the world. The only time you can apply online, yes, you can apply the military online, but you have to be in a certain jurisdiction, and that's a geographical location. You have to be in Antigua. Basically, you have to be in the United States territories. It is a Dominican Republic, or Puerto Rico, or Antigua, or anywhere that falls within the United States territories now. You apply over there. Then we have what we call the offshore recruiters. And the offshore recruiters do work with you. Then you go to the nearest MEPS and just do your physicals and medicals and come through. Ghana is not part of it. Nigeria is not part of it because we are United States allies, not territories. One mistakes now people see. So when they see the application online, they think that it takes with them. No. And also being a fraud boys be so. Yes. And not fraud but fraud boys and girls. Because fraud can be of different genders. And you know, fraud. Who say, yes, baby, I coupon. I to turn a pay don't know. No, bro, I'm sorry, I to turn a woman. It's a dear Debbie and my day, a battle. So you see people take advantage when they see a loophole be a pie. No, Biswa could be in there. Not to say, apply, we will never do best of 5,000. Anytime you apply for military application, nobody should charge you for money. If there was a time, recruiter be opportunity. If you go online, you can find it. African American, no recruiter, no judge for Fosika. How much you know? Or any ring now. And no mean you be your uniform because recruitment does not come with any pay. The only thing that you pay is say Uber driving one home aqua maps aqua physical and no crap no say ultimately ye schedule your van be to be famoko. Maybe call maps van be fine. I drove to the recruiter's office. Ye nyina be shower on offer ye nyina dey call. Obi one man dey ba on person bia COVID buy no be a driver call. Military vehicles do not take them. What I say? So it's never true that you can go online and apply to join the services. As a recruiter, no, when you go to train recruiter school, right? They train you to become the best salesman. So how do I sell these products to DJ Nyami? How do I sell SVTV to the people of the streets? Yeah. Your friend high school visit. Tobacco high school, the colleges. And talk to them. No, I haven't said it. No. The entire and say, I don't demand no. It's higher on the consumer side. The demand is not higher on the institutional side. It's at the end of the day, no. When demand is increased, when commodity the demand is increased now, guess what happens? The seller no as a per se commodity no increase the price. Send na you beyond the bit better because when said demand they were home. But when demand is less now, right? Guess what? Price no is decreased. Hence, commodity is being sold out, so there'll be a bit because one year is a boss. Into no, it's more of a service. And I tell people say open so join the military now. Any monkey can join the military. Any monkey can join the military. Any monkey can go to the basic training and make it out of it. It's never true that people are born to make it through the training. But you know what people are born to? People are born to sustain in the military. Because it's a whole different animal. It's a whole different mentality. It's a whole different vibe. And to the boom to be remu 3-4 years or so on cobium, or be to be remu 5-6 years or so on cobium when we renew the contract. It's because they say, so we need that work ethics. And military is within the heart. Now, me know what is here, right? That is my name. Benjamin man can't wrong. Menante Doma, a young Caswaga Kakai that so, and we are, it told me a Namaniki for beaches of life. Me person who is about life. It's been not me, I'm name a bush for when you know one when him said be price some time ago. No, she said, this is what my situation is. What's a mechanism? But mean transfer my doing depressing me that. The same injury I don't know, Obi, a canon, I said, if I so good to tell his own good to jazz your meaning. And to say that, yes, you mean, my be me ask. You hear me sound of Pamas right up becoming that woman said the Kenika, no. Yeah, was now lubricated. When I may call, no. Was in the days of Vietnam, near Fred BB one, my near friend, selective service. It was 1 year chill. Yes, the best call. Again, there were not enough people. Into selective service, no. At the age of 18 or high school 17 years, and you're not registered for selective service. The moment you become 18 years, you're eligible to be called into the service. This is your life, and I'm trying to hand you something that your parents cannot easily hand you. Because commitment hand you and come home, baby, I'm home. And to take advantage of it, I've not regretted. What I say? So then you take it and they run with it. And when it's good, you see letters people write you. I still have letters right now. So I made them a military war in my house. And the military was work from here to here, but this big, right? And me awards, the achievements, the letters, and comfort me was I put them in. I put over 100 people in the Air Force. In the span of your friend to say 2.5 years. And well, yes, even more than that, scrap. And to the point that I'm trying to let you understand, say, me, whenever somebody goes to basic training, no of pass out now. I say me do $1 million be. Oh,
where's experience?
Where's experience? Say, "Ko baby na woman no." Na me bisa Ghana kwa na ko bi we ti hwe dwunso go so. Ko baby na woman no. Na say no agent kakra right. Ana be town na me wona e bibi phone share anya welcome e wo sa. Nti ye strategy na e fa ne say bi o say anya obi kokasa e wo certain town na say abrofo no mum highly dominated over there. Be pebro nyi bi ka me ho. And I said, maybe I mean, my brain was, oh, a crowd of sword joined the banima, Missy and Breath in Mekasa. Until I don't know and Kokasa. Also, when you be back when I had the mammy, it's near butter trade system. Because Upe won't pill racism, no, our hodom. Upe won't pill discrimination, our hodom. How do you manage that? I don't need issue, no. But people still want to live in the world, say there's no racism, there's no discrimination, it's there. Upe hodom. If you are a bibrim, man, say, away. A bibrim, and I'm making ethnocentrism. And only a friend ethnocentrism, no. Me for some years, something in the mail, you're better than DJ Yami or no near Fantini, and I say, be of it with Takradi. But so then, it's your credit and career was scrappy racism now. We are dealing with overseas, no? But we get to forget about ours and focus on what the other person is doing. So, yes, you go through that process, you talk to them. If they agree to move forward, you move on with them, you bring them to the office, you invite them, get them through the process, go through the paperwork. One more pass behavior. And a couple still is not guaranteed.
You experience now, no go and go saying, also go and my many a day.
Oh, yeah, my minute issue, no. So, quite that guy not business in the switch, also since our town uncle, Brony guy. And I'm a quiet. We don't know when I could offer some party beyond. I say, like, the aged people probably like, you know, when they stay in the room, whatever, no. And now, or the Abba, meaning say, Johnson and Negum, saying Sweden Negum. Obama say, I'll give you 3 seconds to leave my property, and yes, I make you go so. One I'm cutting say, thank you for your service. Now, that was a disgruntled ex-military member. She was in the service. But for some reason, no, she's not a happy person. Maybe I know you're depressed. And then just how military no be a depressed. No. Your programs and agencies are like your Airmen and Family Life. So the Airmen and Family Life agency, what they do is said, they are there. Said DJ Nyam ya deploy said o secretary o and I say work your way e o yere awon odo no betimi afọ no any abranti we be say oba o betimi akọ na akọkọje counseling if they need help with something bibi because they need ticket they can still offer them the ticket. Basically they take off their family whilst you are gone so they will need enka wechi permanent family readiness no council no that's what they do. They make sure your family is ready. They make sure you deploying and you're also ready. Me unfortunately my 3 deployments are here in England. I wasn't married. Until at the end of the day, whilst I was going to be caught. But if I was married at that time now, they would have taken care of them.
Yanka warrior semi India. Yanka abroaches. Yanka US as a corner free. Yanka US as. And baby no me online. Me am for the common idea. And our issue we any problem divorce. Ha. But me tackle from the military first. You see military no issue boom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, nka ye de no me o mam no makasa. O se o ko ware bi wa say different two side active ni
reserve
ni ade.
There was also a national guard crowd.
Aha, yes it's a reserve ni side o say active side no problem wo bi wo kwa eduma no time ni we ni jama. Ema awari jai ba bebre ena bi wo asa mo yere no mo ko chiti be ma no so chiti ni ade no mo say bi mo according to me ni kasa mo ti ase na ema awari ni ngina problems ni doso.
I mean that's the most toughest thing ever. Me man ni na me wo mu nyina was I was in the service. The last born nkwa na me wo no. Me retired 6 months and me wo me last born. Military and marriage, you know. Actually there was a program that we did that I have to go speak on. M&M. Military and marriage is one hell of a combination. I saw the DDT, Afra, Dettol. But again, who managing the year,
how then do you manage?
Management, you know, is all about how I'll be transparent to your partner. I'm an as I say, Juma me ye, but Juma me and until say SBTV me a host. Me point ya, my sorry, me call. Want to mention now? Over you have to talk to me. To see if there's any compensation be one man answer my day matter. Yeah, you a service. It's your core values you don't know. It's integrity first. Service before service, and excellence in all we do. So we integrity if you on my own. service before self. That means a jumano ba ansa waba. They be a mechanical be say okay, that's a grenade down as a military form and such one. Your old room as say window what if I say window dey and a TV your window no be two grenade farm say basis here. The adults so and that's you somebody has to sleep on the grenade to save the rest of us. 10% casualty in war is normal. Nipa 100 accord deployment. Now nipa 10 is normal. After 10, you have to get worried. So 10% casualty. So it is a grenade better here also be that so. Nyame say yawo anayeme no. One of us has to lay on it to save the rest of them. But say uko ya wa gene say men that so you know you be regardless. It's like it's the mindset of how everything goes, you know. You manage by being transparent. Mejuma mi ye a service. Ma to me we say me ye adwuma we. Na ye adwuma ni ye kwoto bia ye kwa no pa 5 am 6 am. Ya koye PT physical training. We physical training now. Wa ba wash down wo fie. And as wo barracks or barracks. Ya na ye wo fie do waria wo fie. Into more worried Muslim no more barracks. Into wo wash down we are and send wa do breakfast. We go do breakfast we are walk up we parade. And I say what we call the stand up. After stand up, you know, then daily duties unfold. Say adwuma we are you stay late longer. Into the schedule is not always precise. Maybe a supervisor, right? Maybe a sergeant, right? Man coffee before 6 p.m. da. It's all the time at near 4:30. Your duty hours, no, your cut duty hours is the time you're supposed to be at work and the time you're supposed to leave. Your duty hours was exactly 8 o'clock to 4:30 with a 1 hour lunch. It's our anyway, no, it happens during deployment. Obi one man who are deploy. Once he's gone or no. Because I say, remember about Georgia, right? If he Texas, I'm called Georgia. Remember about Georgia, no. Now apparently no. Satan Georgia don't go barracks. I'm worried. I'm go barracks. Now there was a clue, and I make us a queue. But I mean it's a queue inside the net here. Near call base housing. Baby, you know why for the word no. Echo bobo. Now your soccer field, one and the war. Because main soccer field no be training. See the soccer field, no be football training, American football training. See soccer field and say call base housing. Now base housing, obedu na to be a trash can. You butu ni say. If you also a trash can, that form flat to say. If you also not trash can, this is your normal. Maybe you say obi the trash can, you be trash for that day. I done in the see. Apparently says next segment and says I go to fie bi na say trash can dey butu down. That means urban choice and you crew deployment. It's sign no. Yes, sign no. Incident, so if you want to knock on the door and go start talking to them, you can knock on the door, go start talking to them. Say your partner there, now the partner need be field man, or you say you crew master. Into trash in your keep inside the house. So they are trash those so no. Done trash so not trash anything. Egumo. Now the map to action. I'm to you about us to this year. Like worry but any crew no deployment. Yes. Me no because I say no guys say omo me family friend. Yeah. Something like that. But I don't know. Me can say military for man. I remember the SI to be a personal preference. Obey what's the make that? Yes, we are agreement. I don't know because I don't know where baby are. It's not just the military. Yeah, oh. But I am not youth in the breed and I can you be back going to America. You're gonna be for me. I won't go. If I hear Yankee man, no the craze, then I'll come. Yami. I'll be honest with you. I come from a very good home. But I'm too quiet and coming to baby bedroom. I can't afford to too quiet, and go school. Until I'm saying me. You can't me pique for yourself. So, me master me. What I say? Me come too quiet. It is Bishop so Obiani ne bigger shebre a war. So Bishop so too quiet. Not so bit my buana no call. Or Cono de tick up and Pimnas and ya or baby fee. A yet 10 years could 200 the chair neco or baby fee. Papa be a befa. What's I make us say, Yami? We a businessman, what about Ghana? They see America, America, some Dakar, Mamma Pablo Chess, and no one can also know. Yabra Ghana, business. What about Ghana? I mean, look at some trust the business, a Bukata. The blue one and kind of crap, ye business, Medimabe investment, Kakra, or Mudi Bumisa. Ghana, when him say be one or two things we also put in place. Sunday when we say Uba and which experience now. One thing I want to say is trust is very hard to come by. Near so yes in for young trusting for no. Yes, you share who ye. When you be a Juma come the Nipano. Only obi adwuma umiano obehwiawo. When you want to tame a lion, the lion will end up being a cat. But when you want to go ahead and just pester a cat now, the lion and the cat will come out. Don't forget, say the lion is a bigger cat. What's American I said, no. It is a upese obi adwuma the best resource any administrator, any manager, any CEO can have is the people. If you don't think about your people, if you don't know your people by their names, if you don't know your people by their families, say end of year corporate event. Oh, Nyami, now I feel want to say, Nkola want to say, Kojo you okay? For me to just ask you say Kojo you okay, no Nyami, me empower some kwa wajudi say me dwene ho. If you don't show that to your people now, on so befa kwambia dey the because na pick kra na nam krapa so far so ne say. Ya na de bia abububo kosi ade be yen said that sa kwasi abe na ile bia yebu ne nya sa be ne bo. Those are the bona yebu no any religious impartations no and man ebi mu no empeso be bo bi up in life. Let's speak the truth to the people. Let's be very candid and say the truth without any fear or intimidation. When you say that to me ukumi on me ukumi bio. You only came once. And na nyame sa so no so be kumi on tiem de biansi. It will kind of credit now kwa the BCBC. The basis yensi so nya den ensi. So the honest truth they say people are not trustworthy. And they are not trustworthy on two bases. Either say one, they are naturally born bad. And I say two, won't show me. So show me ya. One of the people that actually, TV when you Ghana. One of the people that I had, never be a seer, right? Be blaming me home. Because we say, time was not be tiane kana me money scar, me man pepe. Even though I wasn't making any money, no. But I was giving them something to, but we say me price be man. But I could have surprised him sometime. I could have just be like, oh, me a real one for me, oh, and be a 200 Ghana yi. Never compare shows we be your parasite and we be at that one. The responsibilities also share the honor share the bush of war. But sometimes when you go above and beyond now, or more junior quake today, I won't say no. Say, Papa, me share the summa be a kama, be Sansoi and Asumano. Say, me any basa, and I say, be bonk empire crab, be queen, shall make could be a man. Because if Nyam is no more today, there'll be no SVTV Africa. I don't care what your cameraman and your people over here can do. It will never be the same recipe. What's an American accent? So you have to take care of your people and they will take care of you. It always tell people, say, Uchi car, one share can as well, or China can't be Josie about you. Don't blame the cars. Car, wait, and that's and for the mere car phone power, one share can see. That way, you can now on your change. Where you can now uncle Rocan, where you can and foot record mama, a be a rebra prox mama, electricals now at your jadon. Oh, expect to say, can't want to be blaming, blame yourself.
Business will Ghana.
Yes, business will Ghana. It's called Ghana rough.
Uba na kamba yourself business is cause what you have to say ska umbia. And other than you who's cano.
Nyame me ba Ghana na $1,000.
Na say uba na say.
Last year and this year. That is the most lowest amount I made about Ghana. $1,000. Nyame. Your point me no be kwa kan $1,000 na na guso sheme ho. Meaning say me sika me ba be di wa nyina amenya wa.
Nti na just say wo business so hard da.
Of course. What did I make an no?
$2,000 in the one touch it.
There be. Say no, your home support, they are paying me. In case they be for backfire, or the pay on an equation. So
that means run business where only how Kobano. Who treat you workers need the almost just to me.
I mean, I said because I show you Tia Supremo. What does it?
It's a brain no complain, no one be a Jumano or have a brain, no one treat workers need.
Or bit me smile. Yami, or bit me smile, second quarter, dear man. No one friend in Yonkubu Accra. So Uncle Circle go business at the end of the boy saying.
You trust in your
Into before best found no. Was cable now with the tripod is here. DJ click and quote non caught tripod and bra. Nyami a friend circle. It was I say, Guy G, tripod the motor on the same. If Phillips. Also Phillips is the year tono 600 Ghana. Nyami DJ click a call 650 Ghana for £50 lorry fare. Okay? Click to call I don't know. Or call it not necessary that power. What I didn't know. But Sakawanya is Uncle Juju also bebu. But the fact is say, click a call one is I'm gonna boss prepare pedano. Click a one's old to be boo one say, Befa comfort for Friday, Eddie Boo. Chobo Cradis animal is allowed. What's American I said no? Because at the end of the day, no. Or no, or Bradford or didn't Jumaho. And I mean, Cass also say, Obia Yasin Yafankoto Ploto. But podo emo because podo show ba podo de she be di no jo so tisa wo man ho kwan ye beba ba ne mebo na isa wo ne o yire to na hwe yire phone so ana no kunu wana hwe kunu phone so wo pe bibia be hu wo tena meka na se no ti ne mebo na me spa ma spa ho o ko ba no bu so okay o ko obia for sika kotobra o me ko ne 600 Ghana oh okay 600 Ghana and the lawyer friend no 100 account for lawyer friend e bia so be ko be didi o boss me da se nso me kede be 450 me ni me trim pass o de bu me 150 me okay with it. What's a make us because minimum say price range is from 400 to 700. Now from 400 to 700, now I catch me say 600. I'm on the average side. What's the point I make it?
So that means a lot of people who squeezing for like
yes, they squeeze them and they make them uncomfortable.
PK, you better sell passing through SBTV. Last shout out to then of a man. And I mean, we didn't come from military to then the video. Why educating?
Me shout out to Bemanya and say shout out to Sepa and come out. Again, anytime I see you and I me home message you on my phone, so don't know. I'm very proud of you and now with dedication and hard work out there, Empire is in your better worship. Yeah, man. They should not tower to the card as was by Papaya. We see they say 2.
Hey, and easy.
All the African most beautiful executives, new organizers. Big shout out to some Ghana Music Awards USA. And shout out to some Tap Send management.
Tap Send.
Yes.
This year starting year we Mumrani and fire tap send yeah chemo. Let me fire mom de bia.
I'll work that deal like before. You been increasing your mama.
Oh, some me fire mom de bia. I'm saying that video. I'm saying December video and the month of January dear my. Yeah, but then so by passing through SBTV Africa, subscribe to your channel for more. Oshia Mukroma ka say 2 na majisi 2.